Hello, today I'll be talking about transporting to save lives in Madison, North Carolina. Here are my table of contents. I'll be talking about introduction, background about the issue, human centered design, data analysis, and conclusion. Ones I have not mentioned in the table of contents, I will also be talking about my proposed solution and my implementation process. Here's a little bit about me. I'm Zari Moore, and I'm a senior here at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, also the creator of Transporting to Save Lives Transportation. I'm always looking to make a difference. What is Transporting to Save Lives? It's a nonprofit organization that provides safe and reliable transportation for people who experience homelessness to the nearest shelters. The current shelters are around 30 minutes or so away. Below, I have found two that are within the Eden and Reedsville milestones. So the first one is Home of the Refuge in Eden, North Carolina. That's 32 minutes away. The Help Incorporated in Reedsville, North Carolina is 23 minutes away. And also the Help Incorporated also helps with people who are going through domestic violence. So with this, I wanted to aim at offering safe transportation to ensure that individuals who are in need can have the access to the homeless shelters, because it's not fair that they have to suffer in the cold without a place to stay because they can't get there. So I'm hoping to use this service to help them get there without any struggles. So human-centered is a way to find a persuasive issue. Using the courses I have taken throughout these semesters, I have found that two helped me tremendously. For each course that I helped, I provided a small description of what the class was. So my first one was design thinking. It helped me use 3 of the 5 different stages. The first one being empathy. I showed empathy to people who were homeless, and I recognized the problems they were going through. Also, it helped me know who my targeted audience was. Secondly, the stage was define. I was able to define the problem, acknowledge their needs. Lastly, I was able to ideate things to help me solve the problem. And another class that helped me was understanding data. I used the information I have learned from the class by making a chart and being able to turn it into a graph if needed for visual learners. My goal is to buy a Sprinter. This Sprinter pictured here will help me transport the homeless people to and from the shelters if needed. Based off the human-centered classes I have taken and the goals, I was able to analyze my situation, acknowledge the issue, and use the skills I have learned from each class. So hoping that transporting to save lives has been a significant pain point for the community. Okay, so now I'm working on solving the data I've been researching on. So the population in Madison was 2,146. Once I was able to find the amount of people who were living in homes, living in apartments, I subtracted that from the population amount, and that gave me what was left over from for my homeless people in Madison. So on the next slide, I provided a visual for my visual learners. Um, as you can see, homeless sits at 225. Homes sit at 1,108 people, and apartments sit at 913. So using the amount of people who are in homes and apartments, you could add those up and then subtract it from the 2,146, which gives you your homeless that is now 225. Also, I provided a chart, a pie chart, and my apartments are the ones that are in yellow, my homeless are the ones in blue, and my homes are the ones in red. So, proceeding further, using the information I have gathered throughout this whole project, I'm hoping there will no longer be an issue for ones who are homeless in regards to transportation. My transportation service, Transporting to Save Lives, I'm hoping it will address the issue to get them to and from the shelters because they're 30 minutes away from the town of Madison. While them being in the shuttle, it will include transportation, of course, small necessities that they need for the shelters, and a 24-hour access. I know that on my website that I have hours of operation, but I will always be on call, and the people who work for me will always be on call. So that's no problem. So the access line will be 24 hours, 7 days a week. Before I fully implement my project, I do plan on doing a trial and error run for like 2 days out of the week for maybe the first month or so and see how that goes. Once I can see that this is succeeding well, I will make it a 7 day week thing. And after that, I do plan on presenting this to the town of Madison. Thank you. And I hope this will persuade anyone from other cities to look at this project and see that this is what the community needs. And now I have my references, and I hope you all enjoyed this project.